Turn up. Put that shit away. Nobody wants to see that. Excellent condition. The conditions. The conditions are excellent. Hello. Welcome to my tube. I can't get past it. I was doing laundry today and I have a mask on. And I was like, Pam, look, I got a fourth eye. Actually, a fifth, sixth. Because I had my glasses on. No, I said a fourth. Yeah, I said fourth. I didn't count my glasses. Maybe I didn't have my... Anyway, I'm Marge. I'm a Hilka. I'm an empath. I just like clowning around. What's an empath? Well, it's just, to me, it's a parachute word. An all-encompassing word. Clairier. Psychic. Intuitive. I sleep good at night. But I receive a lot of data. A lot of data at all times. A lot of people do. A lot of people. Everybody can. Everybody just, most people, majority of the percentage of the population of the human race slowed to a stroll. They just toxify themselves and poison themselves. So a lot of their messages not received. Junk in, junk out. Junk data. Junk DNA. Junk. If you clean up the wreckage, all that junk, then you start getting some pretty neat gifts. If you can tolerate the lessons that go along with them, getting them. Anyway, I had a pretty good day. And for the weekend, I ain't going nowhere this weekend, man. It's gonna be crazy out there. It's gonna be crazy. More 2020 year of clear vision. More truths being revealed. Did you see the fall of the Jerry? See if he falls from grace, falls well. I remember his dad was a scumbag. See, all the truths are coming out. The middlemen. They're figuring out who the middlemen won. I was just watching Ghost, the body language Ghost. I dig her perspective. She reads body language in people, and she did that little expert that DT did recently. And well, just go over and watch it for yourself, and then you can may come up with your own. I don't need to tell you about it. I mean, I'll just tell you it's there. I recommend it, and her take on things. And I guess congratulations, she's at the end of her term, third trimester. She's ready for the eviction date. They're waiting for a new addition. So her body is transitioning. She's about to, bring in forth a new life, new spirit. That right now is hanging out with Source going, well, what am I supposed to do down there now? You want me to what? Okay, I'm going to be born and all this crazy shit's happening and then you want me to what? But the thing of it is that soul sack, that vessel, that baby is going to come in with remembering the knowledge that was attained. And everybody's waking up to that knowledge. It's so cool, man. It's so cool. Even DT's having a spiritual awakening, man. See, I always said, I don't like the guy who's disrespectful to women, which is a true statement. He has been. But since he's stepped up into this position, he has been less. He has been more, and what he's doing in frickin' for all those people that can't afford medicine, man. See, my mom's not on medication. I'm not on any kind of medication. Even with all my pains and stuff. That's why I try to stay so physical and stuff like that. But there's a lot of people that are on a lot of medication that need it, and a lot of people got really fucking rich being middlemen, going around. You know who these middlemen are? These middlemen are these people that, all universities, what people are finding out is these universities are covers, they're fronts for money laundering and dirty dealings. And their presidents like to take pictures with freaking their wife's assistant. You're a president of a university. I thought teachers were supposed to be poor. But their endowment is $1.7 billion. His dad was a mega church guy. And they're all tax exempt. Rich people don't got to pay taxes, and then they just go around doing their dirty dealings. And these are the ones with their vested stock options to make sure that those pill companies stay rich. So they're all the middlemen. That's who the middlemen are. So thank you, DT, for helping so many in the lower end of the spectrum of the community. And, what he's talking about is what I have seen the potential of happening for 3 years, and that is people coming into their spirit and living more on a community level. See, all this stuff that was sent over, all this stuff, all these labels, when you look at your labels, made in Taiwan, made in Vietnam, made in here, they should all say made in USA. People can do it, they just got a little squishy, got a little lazy. But people are coming into their kundalini energy, and they're finding their fire and their spark, and I don't know, I see a lot of cool stuff happening. It's on a smaller scale, and it's word of mouth. It's going to help people freaking spread their messages, But first, you fucking programmers, you better start sorting out technology, because people are going to start taking shortcuts and circumventing technology. It's so unreliable, and people are so... there's plenty of ways to get around. Wait till us great minds start getting connected. Wait, because I find the people I should come across in the street randomly, So you can't, if it's divine, most biggest things that happen, like Dr. Bob and Bill W., they met in a bar, They didn't even mean to meet for not drinks. Cool stories, but the place where people meet people. So yeah, you don't need technology to come into alignment with the people that can help you on your path. See, they all took advantage. Could have been, people get greedy when people live from their ego. This is the world we get, and all hell's going to start breaking loose this weekend. Hope people are ready, man, to defend themselves or freaking stand for their integrity or something. Everybody's going to get a chance. It's life. It's our spirits having human experience. So if you've gone through life and you have never been freaking punched in the face and seen stars, or hit your head on a cupboard and seen done something to alter your reality, if you ain't never had anything like that, no traumas, nothing bad has ever happened, you're gonna have your experience. Everybody gets a chance. Because some of us have had more than too many tickets to ride that trauma train. And everything's coming into balance. Everything is coming into balance. Truth, lies. I've always been kind of a prude to overcompensate for all the fucking dirty, sick pervs that are in the world everywhere, man. They've been running the country, all the churches. They've been running the churches. I hope that I got blocked from Twitter back in 2015, 16. I did one twat at the real Donald and got blocked. I wish I would have got that screenshot. That would have been, you were blocked by the real Donald. I wish I would have got that screen grab. Thing of it is he and I are a lot alike. We have a lot of the same astrological placements. And I know that guy follows astrology. I know it. I know what the placements are for him right now. And I know why he said frickin' I won't be seen for a while. Because they're very similar to, some of them, to the JFK. And look what happened to him trying to reveal secrets. He ain't no dummy. He's not a freaking idiot. And hotheads are freaking, they're out and about right now. Dude's not a freaking idiot. If he's ever played any kind of chess, anyone that has ever played any kind of chess, if they don't somehow fall on the path of astrology, see all the great minds use it, because it's the only first ever true science. It's just a lot of people don't want people to know about it. My tattoo is on the different arm today. Sometimes the camera flips and I use the same laptop. It's weird. If you go back to like on my playlist, like all my videos, you can see for yourself my tattoo. They flip flop. I wonder what she really looks like. I got a really big zit, that's for sure. Yesterday I ate my feelings. I went and got taco hell. I just like their tacos. Oh, sad note. Moment of silence. I went to get tacos at the taco truck after laundry this morning, and I'm glad I did. I didn't even really want them. I ordered quesadillas, and then he ended up giving me tacos anyway. But he's moving across town. I'm like, oh, fuck. Confounded! Everything I love goes away. No, I kid. It just makes room for new stuff to come back. I'm clowning around. It's sad, though. He's like, come see me next Wednesday. I said, all right, next Wednesday, I'm putting it in my phone. I don't put shit in my phone. But I'm like, go see Jose at the taco truck on Wednesday. I've done videos for him. Eat well at the taco truck. That's for him. And I put pictures on Instagram, because these freaking bureaucrat fat fuck bitches that have been sucking on the tits of society and then telling people they don't deserve running water like me, because that's why I don't have it, because somebody somewhere doesn't feel like turning a goddamn knob. That's what it comes down to. Because, I've seen the things that I've seen people do to help people and to counteract the things that I've seen people do to hinder people. Nothing surprises me in this world. I believe in an all things possible universe. I believe in UFOs and aliens. And why is it that we live on a planet that's a rock that's 70% water, just like us, but everything outside of it is alien, but us on it aren't incorporated into it? Wonder what the people inside the earth think about us. But we're pretty alien to them, you know what I mean? It's like, who gets to determine what? But people don't ever think about stuff like that, or say it out loud if they do. I like saying stuff like that out loud. Morning, where are you on the other side of the world? It's all Truman Show. My Truman Show is kind of funny. I thought I saw a light once. That was funny. What else was happening in the news? People are worshiping. See, I was looking at that whole I'm not a fan of Beyonce. I have one song. I have a Destiny in my playlist of life. This is what'll happen. Like, when I get married, I'll just put this on and shuffle. And then there's two, if that ever happens, if that timeline ever exists, or my funeral, just put this in and shuffle. That's the story of my life. That's everybody's story of their life, their browser history. It's just a story and account of your life, and what you're looking at, and what you're about, and what data you're trying to receive. And some people are picking the cheater way, and they're trying to get the same data that, us Jedis are trying to. I don't like that term. I mean, it's somebody else's term, and there's a better term. I just like standing turtle. I love this little thing. I got it in Tulum, Mexico, right before I went down to the Mayan ruins back in 2011, I think it was. I looked it up. It's a sparkly blue stone. I know what kind I just don't remember everything. All this stuff rolling around in my head. So that whole honeybee thing. No, Stanley. Stay here, Stanley. Oh, you're going to come up the ladder? Big cat. House tiger. He's my house tiger. House tiger. I love this guy. He said, no, not in the mood. Don't make it weird. Not in the mood. Okay, put you down. Easy, easy. Don't leap too hard. Easy. He's such a good cat. I love him so much. I make him crazy how much I love him, a cat. Snap the tail. He tells me when the low vibes are around. He gets all excited. You know how they say how cats play with mice? Well, the word on the street is they smell fear. And that's why they prolong the torturing. Well, there's people that are like that too. I wonder if they're all at all related to Bigfoot, inner earth people. I wonder if all their bloodlines are, they came crawling out of some cave someplace and then they established their land there, and now they're the sniffers. One of them's running for president. Those sniffers, man, you gotta watch out for those sniffers. I'm big on the smells and smells being good, but there's times and places when people are straight up just like, I mean, huffing stuff. It's so. It's like those foot fetish. I mean, everybody has their shadow stuff. I've seen some of their people's stuff. What people have felt comfortable with allowing to share with me is just amazing. Most times it's like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know this aspect. But people feel so inhibited around me and so carefree. Then that's the stuff that I get. Oh my goodness. That felt good. Anyway. I hope people are not hanging out too much in the shady sides these days. See, you spend too much time in the shadow, then you start getting curious about stuff. But that's what I got my hours of research and looking in stuff that I'm compelled to do. But then, like, I got to meditate probably an hour and 20 minutes today. That was cool. And me and the cat are getting our outside time, and I did chores, and I mean, it's a beautiful evening, and it's all divine. It was I don't know, but it was like, I had an interesting, at the laundromat, there was a kid that was sitting on the bench out front, and I thought he was when someone's sitting on the bench, I just think they're doing laundry, and he was just kicking back, screwing on his phone and stuff, and then I went in, started my wash, and then came back out, and he was still sitting there, and I was drinking on a cup of coffee, and stretching and stuff. I don't usually sit on the bench, but, I was gonna today, and but I figured he'd get up in a minute, go back inside to tend to his wash, and then Pam comes out, and she's like, "Are you doing laundry?" He's like, "No." And she's like, "You gotta go. Just leave." Yeah, and she just like instantly smacked down, out. She's Cancer, right, son. She just had a birthday not too long ago. Anyway, she's my friend. I'm glad to know her. She's like a big sister. I never had, like, family. So I get people in my life that are these paradigms, so I get to have the same experience that other people, just different, just in a different way. Like, all the kind, and like my father figure, he's a farmer named John in Omaha, Nebraska. One of the first things I asked him when I met him was, "Do you have any kids?" He's like, "Not that I'm aware of." It's like, "You're going to be my best friend in life. You're stuck with me forever." I mean, this little weird kid just stuck to him ever since. Mr. Risky, Mr. Risky, Mr. Risky. I'm due to talk to him soon. Anyway, so, I mean, he's a lot of the balance. He's Virgo. He's balanced for me. He gives me a different perspective. Sometimes that with my aspects I don't see, because he's Virgo and I don't got no Earth sign in my chart. So I'm not grounded. That's why I got this, because it's all a freaking spacey. I got Saturn on my shoulder. It goes over here. I haven't looked at. I don't ever look at it. I'm not in mirrors and stuff. That's nice. Oh, I feel it. And this is my first one, Calvin. Calvin, that's my barber's name. I got a tight ass fade. Connection cut. Liberty Street, Salem, or commercial Liberty. Anyway, that's Calvin. That was my first one. I think that was Dark Side Tattooing in Reading. That place is not. That everything's closing up. All these timelines for things are ending. All these products, you're not going to get them anymore. All this stuff, you know. The world is changing so freaking fast. It's amazing. I have the propensity to drink. Once I start drinking, see, it's like medicine. It makes all my pains not hurt. It makes everything not hurt. It also makes everything not filter. And I don't know if people get this about me, but I already don't really have one. But see, the thing of it is I know discernment, and when I do that, sometimes I say things out loud that I think I am thinking. And sometimes I say things out loud that I should only think, but I don't care, and I fucking do it anyway. So, one good thing is I've been training tactically since I've been defending myself since I was, 12 years old. I had a brother who used to freaking use me as a dummy, his wrestling dummy. Fucking gross, dude. Ugh. Ugh. I just had a really weird thought. I need to think of something else right now. You know when the pieces just kind of fall together about things? That just happened to me. Wow. Anyway, so my feet are bare on the earth right now, and the birds are hanging out, and it's about 5:30, and where I'm at, it's nice and quiet and peaceful. And see, I am basing how I think things are going to go this weekend on people's psychology, on how much people are balanced within themselves. And I'm going to go ahead and venture out and say, based on the people, because people aren't protesting downtown here in the capital. There's like nothing. Nothing. Like, I could hear, back when they would have football games at the high school blocks away, I could hear the cheer of that crowd on weekends, and that is about the same distance as the Capitol. So if there was, I could hear it, and I would go and see it, and there's nothing. Like, no Save the Children, no nothing. And this is supposed to be hippy-dippyville. I mean, that's why I moved here, because I thought I was going to be in alignment with the people here, but when I moved here, then I found out that there were rocket factories that where people benefited from, bombs and shit like that. And then I started seeing the reality of it, and I was just like, oh, it's freaking very, people want their land and get off my land, and I can do what I want. And it's fucking weird how much the shit that people think that they can do because they want to. It's very weird. Very weird. So now we're going to start seeing the breaking up of the territories. Because the money is going to start saying, oh, this is how I want it. The governors are already doing that. These little bitches. Their police forces, behind them, supporting them. That's why they got an $80 million for police station downtown Salem. That's why. That's why they always have new freaking SUVs they're driving around. They're all SUVs now. There's no police cars anymore. They're all SUVs. Loaded deluxe models to the hills. And the thing of it is, it's those just like those pharmaceutical deals, those bros clubs, it's all the auto manufacturers. They have the same bargains and deals with all the local governments, and all the money that is wasted in that freaking system. Waste, fraud, waste, and abuse. I know where it's at. I know it's at. It's everywhere. I got a whole folder on the corruption of Oregon that I've been doing for 3 years. I've been adding stuff to that folder. 3 years. More shit. More proof. Go look yourself. Go look yourself. And I highly encourage people to go. But see, people, because it's all the people that work there, all the freaking fat, lazy pig slobs that sit behind desks and have just let themselves go year after year after year. The splashes keep getting bigger. Concoct. You know, but there ain't enough. But in the number of homeless people across the street from the police facility, where they spent $80 million on like 120 employees. That's how many employees? 150 employees? 120? That's imbalance. That to me is fucking insane. And then they get all this body armor and guns and weaponry and get to play stormtrooper, and we fucking pay for it all? That seems counterproductive to a civilized society. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Marty Warrior. It's nice to meet you. I woke up weird. Who the fuck didn't wake up weird? I know, $1 Million Homes. Yeah, I watch Longmire. I know how it all works. All the casinos, all the human trafficking, all the young, I was just, that's why I never got grabbed, because somebody tried to be like, hey, no, I don't know you. What do you want? You're weird. You got bad eyes. I always said that from the time I was 2 years old, 3 years old. Bad eyes. Bad eyes. You know who I said had bad eyes as a 3-year-old? Bill Cosby. I used to say Bill Cosby had bad eyes. And I would watch shows. I'd watch people that would like watch the Cosby Show in high school, and I'd watch it, and then I'd see how people just freaking like make a whole, like, people just, the man controlled everything. Everyone acted a certain way around him. And they all wear the same sweaters. Notice how he and BG, microcrap, look at the logo, because it's not Google. Look at the logo. Follow the lines. Finish the lines. And they all wear the same sweaters. It's all kind of in your face. Kind of, I'm just a I'm just a, I'm everybody's fucking daddy. It's disgusting and it's gross, and these are the realities of, and the big men, I don't need to get that dark. It does get darker. It gets dark, and people just like, no, that stuff isn't real. And because people say, no, that stuff isn't real, that stuff gets to exist and evolve and grow. And while you feed it by going to the College World Series, that one for years bugged me, man. Since like 2005, ever since my boss, I worked in Do It. That's cool. That's cool. That's rad. Ching! St. Anthony? St. Christopher. I don't know, I'm not Catholic. I just had it since I was a baby. My mom had one. My brother had one. She has the rest. I found them not too long ago. Anyway, I just need all the help I can get. Divine protection. So I worked at the department at a Jesuit university called Creighton. And I always thought it was weird that the IT department, Do It. Do it. And they just thought it was, I had the most misogynistic fucking, that's why I left the place, because my boss was a total narcissist fucking meathead. Christopher Arison was the worst boss. They don't want, I keep getting these notifications to do a review on my work experience at Creighton University. No, you don't want me to. I hadn't been written up in, I was a stellar employee, hadn't been written up in 5 years, in this asshole. It's because he hadn't seen a dick in probably, since he was a baby, maybe. Maybe high school, running around. You know, it's they feel bad about themselves and they have to take it out on everybody else. I used to be fat. I used to be like 200 pounds. I used to freaking hate myself. Like gross. Not, I mean, because there's people that are big and solid and mask. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking like I hate myself. I feel miserable, so I'm going to eat this whole box or whole whatever, you know. And you know what a lot of my stuff was? Is just density from just, like, I could gain, I'm one of those that could gain weight easy, that gained weight easy. Because, and then until I figured out what my body liked to eat. And now, like, I'll have apple pie for freaking breakfast. You know, I eat whatever I want, as long as it's clean and as long as it's in moderation. I just feel better when I eat clean food. And when I feel better, I act better. Yeah. And when I eat like shit, I feel bad. Anyway, do it. So that asshole. Anyway, the boss in that department, freaking, it was a help, and I was the only chick. And I came over from the radiology department on the university side. And it was total bros club. And they didn't see me coming. They didn't see me coming at all. So I've been on all the interview process. I know how it all works. It's every club. It's all a club. Everything's a club, and I don't fit in no more. So I'm trying to freaking find a different way to freaking earn income. Because I went to college. I got I teach a degree. I can help anybody. Freaking technology. I can talk anybody through anyone. It took me one of the first jobs I had was a TD Ameritrade. I just gave stock quotes and helped people change passwords to their accounts. And this one older guy, I probably took 45 minutes. And they're always looking at stats and all that shit, and I freaking hate that stuff. Don't put me on a clock. And it took me 45 minutes to help this guy get his password changed, talk him through it, but we did it. He's like, "Thanks, I had a stroke, and I really appreciate that." I'm like, "My mom had a stroke when she was 38. I understand. You just gotta learn how to think different, and I'm pretty good at helping people look at things at, I can kind of see through other people's eyes, kind of interpret how they interpret things, and I'm just here to help." That was cool. Made him feel good. So, do it. Every year when the frickin' College World Series would come to town, they'd really, really lock down the network on campus because it was right next door, right next to the College World Series. Because don't you know all those coaches like their trophies? It makes perfect sense. And they like the native girls from the Sioux Falls, all the ones, all the communities. It's all the business. The oil fields, all the fracking, the man camps. It's all for entertainment to keep morale up. And that shit don't get to fly anymore. Save all the kids at all the ages. Save all the people at all the time. Just no more dirty pervs, man. No more dirty pervs. It's no more land of the dirty pervs. They don't get to fucking take over the earth anymore. Freaking blood drinking, fucking nasty, fucking. In God we trust. All that shit. Give us your donate blood, plasma, bleh. All of it. It's all dirty, gross. All of it. Cat, where are you going? Alright, I think I'm running at the end of my talk. I'll be back. Oh, God willing, in the great. Oh, they would turn down. Yeah, that's and see, that's the thing, is Omaha is headquarters. I've heard a couple of storylines out in the last few years about how old Buffett is just like he's like the Northern California cartel head that is like because look at all the stuff that goes to Omaha. It used to be the headquarter place, and now people are like freaking bailing. They're just like, this place is shit. Well, the mayor's old Jean, she's a fucking idiot. She's about as freaking terrible as the governor of freaking California. They all suck. They make me less gay. I got to see a lot of cool shit in Omaha because I got to go to a lot of Broadway shows that would stop off Broadway across America. I went to a lot of Broadway shows. Get a new bow tie, new shirt, get all dressed up to the nines, go to the opera on a Sunday afternoon, and for us, you know, pretend like I was like, you know, back in the when it was made, and all the gallantry and all that stuff, you know. It's transcendent. Music is transcendent. What else? Got to see some ice skating. Got to play out that little girls, you know, when I was Sunday afternoon, I could watch ice skating. Oh, how do they do that? That's amazing. All that stuff. Got to see in a box seat because yeah, all the important people. I worked at the biggest companies in the world, so they all had box seats, and they all had, you know, every time something big comes, you get the afternoon off and get to go. You know, if you want, most stuff I'm like, I'll stay back. I'd rather get, you know, I'll stay here. I'll hang back. But I'd go hang out for a little bit and then be the one that would go brains all of it. I never understood why I made more, but freaking I sure understood all the overhead and what people are, all the conferences, you know, in Vegas. How come I never got to go to those? You know, because it's all a club. Everybody serves a purpose. There's a little critter, this little bug that someone just walked over. I see him cruise around in there. I didn't think he was going to show us his belly, his bits. We just saw the underside of a bug. Anyway, I hope people stay safe. That's cool. I'm glad to see more and more people getting active and stuff, you know. Trying, man. Trying. Just try. It doesn't do anybody any good to think, for people to sit there and think about life being better. You got to get up and you have to put one foot in front of the other, and you have to physically take steps every day to put yourself in the trajectory of the timeline. People got to work for stuff right now. I got to work for stuff right now. It's going to get hard, man. It's going to get crazy. It potentially can. But see, the thing of it is our cognitive dissonance, how goofy we are inside, we make the stuff happen when people are all heady and, oh my God, I hope there's not an earthquake. I hope there's not an earth. When people start like living in that fear and panicking and preparing, and just all they can think about is not having an earthquake, you're fucking gonna make that stupid fucking thing happen. It's all that, and the more people that do it, it raises the potential, the likelihood of that scenario happening. So people find some peace within themselves, man. I guarantee the whole rest of the world will calm down. I'm gonna go inside and watch me some Umbrella Academy. I'm only like limiting myself to one episode, maybe 1.5. If I started one last night, I can't remember where I left off last night. And then I like the one that I'm watching. It's like it's almost like The Bachelor for autistic people. Kinda. They teach them how to date and do social skills and stuff like that. You know, that's one thing, as insecure as I was as a little girl, because people didn't understand me, like literally I had a speech impediment. And all that stuff, I always strived to understand where people were coming from. I always tried to do that, because because I learned when they tell me about places they've seen. That's why I love going down to the docks and talking to the how many fish you catch today. You catch any fish? Because the real readers catch the fish. You know, they know where the pockets are. They know, you know, and I just have always been collecting data, and I think it's really cool that finally there's all this stuff that is leading that the world could really be a really freaking cool place, man. It really can. It's like looking like it could happen. I really, really earnestly try not to tie any outcome to any reality, you know, like any. Because even if I tried, oh yeah, I want to do this and do this and do this, oftentimes I can sell myself short. So try not to do that. I try not to do that. But sometimes, you know, I put thoughts in my head too, and then I'm just like, no. Oh, look at the bird. Quick, distract yourself. Go watch TV. You know, just listen to music, and then just